what we have understood is we have just understood about the what exactly business analysis is and who is a business analyst, what are his roles and responsibilities, and then we also understood about the business process model, right? And then what we gone through is what we have gone through after that.
Product and body.
Yeah.
Requirements.
Yes, requirements.
Stakeholder.
Okay, we have just gone through the requirement and the types of requirements,
Types
right?
of requirements.
And then we have understood about the four types of requirements. One is a business requirement, then the stakeholder requirement, then the solution requirement. Again, in solution requirement, we addressed with respect to functional and as well as a non-functional. When we use the terminologies of functional or non-functional, we need to use a FR is a functional requirement, NFR is a non-functional requirement. And then we have understood how to transit. That is a transition requirements. Okay, so this is what we have understood yesterday between the requirements. And then we also understood about what are the what is a product and what is a project, right? And we have understood about the product development companies and the project development. Clear. Now let's move on. The next one, what we make yourself mute, and when I say respond, then you respond. Okay. For example, take we just want to know that how the project gets initiated, where the project gets initiated, and how it's going to be initiated. So this is what we just want to understand, right? Let me give you an example. See,
Sridhar,
yes,
just want to check is we have just now started, right?
just now,
Okay.
okay. And let me take you, for example, there is a farmer is there. He has around, for example, around 500 cows, and he is running a dairy, right? He's running a dairy. The process here he is implementing is everything is manual process, right? That means he knows what exactly how to run this particular dairy. But what he's doing is he's doing in a manual process. Am I right? So now suppose if he wants to look for an IT solution, what this guy will do? He don't have any knowledge about the IT solution to run a dairy. Got my point? So how to address this? So what he will do is he knows that as per the current system is concerned, he knows he needs to manage the farmers, right? And he needs to manage the sales, and he needs to manage the rates. All he's doing what? As per his knowledge is concerned. So what he will do is he will put all these inputs, whatever the inputs right now discussed, in the means of a document called as a RFP. That means a client is now looking for a need. What is the need we're discussing now? He wants to have an IT solution to replace his manual process, right? So for that, what he will do, he is going to work on the initial analysis of the required features. So what are the required features we discussed right now? He wants to address the farmers, he needs to address the market, he needs to address the rates, everything needs to be addressed, right? So that inputs he is going to put in the means of a document called request for proposal. So a farmer is going to come up with a whatever he is looking for, he is going to come up with a document called request for proposal. So once he is looking for this particular kind of proposal, then he approaches a well-known experts who are good in that particular part, and say that I'm going to look this kind of an IT solution. Then once those guys are already in that particular kind of domain, so they may say that you need to have certain things in order to address the software solution. What is like, for example, they need to have an admin, where admin is going to manage what? He is going to manage the users. That means he is the one who's going to create the diary, he is to create the farmer list, everything like this. And then they need to have what? Some kind of a update the particular profile. Okay. And they need to manage the farmer, another module. Manage milk rates is another module. Manage sales is another module. Manage payments is another module. Manage receipts in another module. Like this, we are going to tell that these are all the modules required for your requirement. That those things are going to put in the means of a document called request for information. So whatever is proposed by the farmer is going to be put in the means of a document called as a request for information. This request for information is in terms of the IT solution. These two documents together, the client team are going to go for a pre-bid meeting. Where in the pre-bid meeting, they're going to invite all the players who are come under this particular category. And where these guys are going to present what exactly they are looking for. They're going to convey that this is what our requirement is. And even they may ask, they may show the existing ground reality also. So in that pre-bid meeting, after hearing the RFP and RFI, the people who have participated, means the competitors who have participated, they're going to come up with certain questions. Okay, you're asking about this. Fine. You want in which technology? And they'll tell the technology also. If you go with this type of technology, like for example, web technology, this is how it's going to work. If you want to work on the Android technology, this is how it's going to work. And another point is, do you want the thing to be a licensing from your end or licensing from mine? Like that, they'll raise all those questions. All those questions are going to be recorded, and basing all those recorded questions along with RFP and RFI, now they're going to come up with a document called RFQ, request for quotation. This is the quotation where it's going to be released in the market by inviting all the competitors to participate in the bidding part in the particular tender, where these guys, all the competitors are going to bid for this. They'll be coming up with a secret bidding. And once that they'll be given some period of time, most on an average, it's going to be 3 weeks time. Once this is done, then the client team, means the team who are found for this particular project allocation, they do verification. What they're going to verify? First, they'll verify the technical part. The team who is going to bid for this particular project, how strong they are, what are their strengths, who are the team members, what are the skill set, what is the average experience. They look into all technological part of it. Okay, because today when they give this particular project to the particular team, they want to have the team for the next few years because it has to be under maintenance. So technically how strong they are. Today they may be having 2 or 3 people, strong people. If they move out, what about my project? So in that sense, they're going to look into and what is the security level they're going to maintain. So like that, they're going to verify that. And in that, they're going to filter certain companies. For example, there are 10 companies that participated. They may filter 2 or 3, right? And then the rest of the companies will go for a financial verification. So in the financial verification, they're going to look at the stability of the company. So that's the reason in RFQ, they will be asking, please submit your last 3 years or 5 years IT returns. Those returns will justify your stability. Means how your turnover is going to be there. Is it the stable or there is some fluctuations? If it is ups and downs are there, they can easily find out what is the retention period of the employee. how the company is going to perform. Today they have they may get a project. Tomorrow, if they're unable to run the company, then we will be in trouble. Means the project will be in trouble. So financially, they're looking at the stability of the company, and then there also some of the companies will be filtered, and the rest of the companies are going to be shortlisted. There's, for example, 5 IT companies are shortlisted. These all 5 IT companies are eligible for the award of the project. Means all 5 are equally competed. Once these 5 are equally competed and they're eligible for the final award of the project, then the client has an option to select any one of these. So when he has an option, then what he will do is he's going to negotiate. Then he started negotiating the IT companies one-on-one. How are you going to negotiate? With respect to the price, with respect to the time, with respect to the functionalities, like with respect to the services, they're going to negotiate. And even they will have a fast companies call also, and they'll find out whether how these services are going to be provided by this company, post the project, all like this. They're going to verify all. Finally, one of the company will be awarded the statement of work. One is going to award the statement of work. So once the statement of work is released to the IT company, means that IT company is got a project. This is how it's going to be happen. That's the stage of the client side to initiate a project. And this is from the client point of view. Okay, they have their own team, and the team will shortlist all this process, and finally one IT company will be awarded. Very clear?
What
Any
is
doubts?
SOW?
Statement of work.
Sorry,
Statement.
Sridhar, is it possible if you can repeat the whole?
Yeah. I'll come back to it. First, let me.
Sir,
Sir, I have a
this,
question.
Yes. First questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in statement of work,
Hmm.
so it defines the timeline also, or it will be like related to the financial.
No.
Yeah.
No, they will give this statement of work. These guys will give their expected time of submission. And before we going to sign for the particular document, project copy, if you want to have any sort of extension of time and all, we can negotiate. But statement of work will finalize the timelines also.
Okay, fine.
What else? What is that SOW contain?
Statement of work means the complete work what we need to address and we need to submit.
sir,
Okay.
these
It's an
all
agreement, right?
specification,
Okay.
whatever is decided.
Come again?
Hello.
It's a kind of an agreement.
It's a kind of an agreement with respect to the work.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, is it work order
Hello,
for the whole?
Sridhar Sandeep here.
Yeah, one after the other. Please. Yeah, okay.
Sir, these all steps are carried out by the client side, right?
Yeah, client team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, Sridhar Sandeep here.
Yes, Sandeep, tell me.
Yes. What is the whatever the bidding is done by the IT company, in that process the BA is not involved, no?
See, again, the involvement of BA is all depends. See, actually, this is from the client team point of view, right? They have their own project body.
No. But whatever the bidding cost is, whatever the quotation is provided by IT company for that project, in that project BA is not included, no?
BA is not included. BA will be included in the means of facilitation. Means we have to take it forward because we
when bidding is won by any company, then after BA is involved.
Yes. See, suppose you are a senior BA, and you have enough knowledge with respect to this particular domain is concerned. Then, if you are assigned this particular task, then you will be involved. Because as a senior BA, you have ample experience in this, how to negotiate the project. Because the ultimate goal of the company is what to crack the project, right?
Yes.
So we need to know the process. It doesn't mean that every one of us is going to be part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, here RFP and RFI will be done by client, or we have to.
See, RFP is a proposal made by the client. in his own way of understanding, his own way of presentation, right? And upon the expertise of maybe like subject matter expert or a technical person, if suppose you are having a good rapport with a particular client and you are having the client trusts you, then you may help out. Or if it's a big project, means the volume of the project is high, even they will give this RFI to as a one of the project to any company also. So they will prepare the RFQ and give it to the client. Okay, so this can be also a commercial part. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
what is RFI?
Request for information, it is there. Yes, Nelvin.
What it
Please.
contain, like request for
Sir,
information?
I want to know pre-bidding. If you can just
Okay,
brief
okay.
about.
I will come. I will come first. Let me address that RFI. See, who asked me this RFI? Okay. See, whatever you have in your thought process means you want to have a kind of an IT solution on it. The RFI means what? Is going to address that thought process in the lines of an IT application. Means if you are asking them, I want these are my functionalities which I'm working in my current process, then what we do is we say that okay, you need to have these are the modules. You need to have a admin module because you need to manage the whole process. You need to have a farmer module. You need to have a milk rate module. Or you can say sales module. You need to have a reports. So these are all will be part of the RFI. Means you're addressing in the lines of an IT application. Clear? That means to the inputs of the particular client, we are addressing in the lines of this. Are you clear?
Sridhar, just
Yeah.
one quick question on this. Is it we ask this information from the client, request for information?
If suppose your company is having is requested to
Suppose
address the
if client is coming to me and I'm
Hmm.
IIT company, am
Hmm.
I gonna ask these questions to the company? What exactly is the requirement?
Yes.
What all these things
Yeah.
are there? So this means this RFI, right?
Upon his understanding his inputs, we can define the project. Clear?
No, RFI means like the IT company will be asking questions to the concerned company,
No,
right?
Yes.
no, 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 no.
No. Listen. What are all the operations are happening in the client industry? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
RFI means we'll understand his process and define that these are all the things required for your process in order to address in the means of an IT solution.
Basically, it's asking for vendor capabilities.
Yes, what you can do. Okay, for example, if you just take any kind of an engineering kind of thing, okay, you have what initially you have one marketing module, marketing team will be there, sales team will be there, engineering team will be there, okay, and you will be having a design team will be there. So these are all the modules, right? You may be using that, their company may be using in the hardcore way. But once you want a solution, you're going to address all these modules. Our request for information means what are all required in the teams of an IT solution, that is what a RFI. And it is going to be addressed by a subject matter expert or an IT company who has that experience. Got it?
Hello.
Yes.
Sridhar sir, is this project related to government because there is the involvement of bidding?
Now see, bidding again, I'm telling that if you take a company, for example, HPCL,
Yes.
they have their own bidding process. But these guys are going to use the government bidding, whatever the URLs, right?
Okay.
If you take a defense projects, they have their own defense bidding URLs, right? They have to get into their portals. So every company will be having their own mechanism. We need to follow that.
Okay. And if I am having a company and I want my software to be developed by a particular company, then there will not be a question of quotations, right?
Yes,
And
not
shortlisting
required.
of any
That,
IT5 companies.
that is up to you.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Sir, I have still doubt in RFI.
So what is the total?
Sridhar, I'll just set up an example. For example, I am an Infosys, right? And one small company XYZ, it comes to me for a request for proposal, right? So a request for proposal means what exactly would be the case?
No.
Yeah.
Request for proposal is, for example, let me take, you are running a cloth shop, right?
Okay.
You are running a cloth shop.
Okay.
And you are doing a very good business, but you are not having till now any online business.
Correct. Huh?
So what you will do, you will approach an IT, you will want to have an IT solution there. So first, even though you're not having an IT solution, you know your operations, right? You need to get the vendors to get the material, and you'll be having some other people where they're going to market your particular product in the market. So there are different modules are there where you're working in your own way, right? Followed?
Yeah.
But now you want to address you want to explore in the online across the globe. Then what you will do? You will approach an IT company, right? When you're approaching the IT company, you will prepare an RFP first. RFP means what? What is your proposal? What is your business and what you're doing and what you're expecting? Clear?
Okay.
Okay. It means a company which is
from
not.
client side.
Yes, that means from.
It is from client
from
side.
the
RFP is from
the
side.
client side. Okay, because
So
he is not aware.
Sorry for the interruption, Sridhar. So RFP and RFI first we have to ask with our clients. That's what you're saying.
See,
Proposal.
first RFP is going to be addressed by the client. Clear? First point.
Okay.
It means a company which is not using any IT platform or something running manually, and they come to us and ask for give us guidelines so that we can go online or something.
Now, one of our friends said he is from Infosys. Now, these guys, for example, say approach the Infosys DA, where he is having a good rapport with this particular client. Then what that Infosys person will do? Okay, for you, you need a kind of a portal. What is that portal? It is going to deal with your operations in such a way that you will be having a control, that is an admin. You will be having a product where you can display your product. You can have a particular means log into your vendors so that they can upload the products. Like this, he is going to tell that this is how you can have a solution. Clear?
Got it. So RFI is from company side again.
Company side, they will propose it.
Yeah. They will just collect the information. RFI in short.
Yeah. So RFI is what? With respect to the IT solution, what are all the modules required? That is what will be present in the RFI. Clear?
Got it. Yeah.
Others?
Can you repeat again, sir, please?
See, RFP is the what I want I'm putting before I'm expecting an IT solution for my existing requirement. That is in RFP. So what I should have in my IT solution, that is going to be segregated and put before that. These are the modules required for you. That is going to be present in the RFI.
Okay.
Got it?
Clear, sir.
And
these RFI is from the company side, right?
It's done by
is given by an expert, either a company or a subject matter expert. Clear?
A subject matter expert is from the company end or from client side?
From the company end. Means the one who has a technical knowledge about it. For example, for example, they may approach a professor, a researcher. Even they can propose this RFI.
So
the one who has,
whomever the client
that
is
means IT
approaching
company
for-
should have it. That means
What?
IT company should.
Sridhar,
Hold on. Yeah.
Probably people are getting confused in between client and company.
So probably we can take an example like, client and a vendor as such, and then define the entire process.
Okay, listen,
Am
wait,
I right, guys?
wait.
It is like if
Okay.
Yeah,
See here.
this will be better.
See here. Listen here. This is a farmer, right? Who is a client?
Farmer is a client, exactly.
Clear?
Yeah.
So farmer is a client. Now, this is what his process is. What is his process? Whatever he is running here, this is going to be his process. Are you clear?
Yes.
So right now he is running in this way. Now he is looking for an IT solution. Why is he looking for an IT solution? Because he wants to increase his operations, right? And we want to explore his operations. So once he want to look for an IT solution, what this guy will do, once he wants this IT solution, he'll approach an expert. Who is an expert here? Who has a knowledge in the kind of an IT solution. So generally, this guy can be from an IT company or an SME. Who is this SME? Means the one who has a knowledge on this. He could be a researcher. That means even the universities who are having this research people, they are also helpful for this, because they are also come under the same background, right? So they approach these guys, and these guys will after understanding his proposal, they are going to come up with, you need, these are the things required. RFI. So this is going to be addressed, whatever he wants to address in a means of an RFP. RFP stands for what? Request for proposal. And this, in what are the modules required, is going to be suggested by the experts. RFI. Okay. So this whole thing is what the requirement is. Are you clear?
Yes.
Right. Yes. And this has to be communicated. This has to be conveyed to whom? This has to be conveyed to the players who are in the market, right? This has to be conveyed to the players who are in the market. For that, what they will do, they will call for a pre-bid meeting. What is a pre-bid meeting? Before taking up the project into the market, first they want to understand what else is required. Because they have to explain this whole process to all the competitors, right? All the players in the market. So they are going to submit this, they are going to communicate this one in the means of a presentation, okay, to all the players in the market. Are you clear? Followed? So during this,
these players are IT companies.
IT companies.
So till pre-bid meeting, companies are not involved, right?
No, not involved. Companies, the known companies may help him to prepare RFI. That's it.
So it means RFP and RFI is completely done by the company itself.
How we do and all it, that is his process, right?
Yes.
But now the companies comes into picture. Call it. Understood? So now we'll tell that this is what my requirement is. This is what my requirement. Who is going to tell this? They are going to tell in this particular part. They say that our operations are, they'll tell about our operations, means their operations. And then they tell that their requirement. They tell about their requirement. And then they tell about what else is required. What else is required? Okay. Very clear. What else is required? Now, after listening the whole process, then the IT companies, they are looking the means of what? Implementation part, right? They need to give implementation. So in the means of implementation, they may look first about the technology. Okay, which technology it is? Because there is an implementation cost is applied in the way you're addressing the technology. The technology where you're going to apply, it depends, it is also based on the resources availability, on the expenses. Are you clear? So do you want a web-based technology? Do you want an Android technology? Basing on that only, they can have an idea about the project. Similarly, they may be asking about the license. What is the license? Who is going to bear it? Either we should or you're going to take care. We should means what? That means the license cost also will be included, and we have the right to use it. If they are going to base, they want to have their own license, then we have to go as per them. And there is also the business partner, means how we are going to take it forward. Are you going to make me a partner of this, so that for every liter, I'm going to get some 5 paisa, 10 paisa? Like this, they keep asking. Okay. So all these queries are going to be clarified in the pre-meeting. All of you clear here till here?
Coach, I have a doubt. What is this license? What is the purpose of license here?
See, for example, you're going with the commercial part, right? And I'm going to use some technology. If I want to use the technology, I have to buy the license. I cannot go for a something else which have no licensing impact. Otherwise, tomorrow it will be a case, right? For example, I was supposed to use some Microsoft product. I have to buy the license, right? You understand?
This is something like our operating system which we are using, Windows.
Yeah, Windows. You cannot use the Windows which you're using in your laptop without any license, right? Because most of us will be using cracked version. If I do commercial, I can't go with that, right? So are you going to take part of the license, or I should take part of the license? Clear? So because all these are going to be part of the existing project proposal. And now who is going to take a call? Yes, tell me.
Is it a one-time installation or it's in a maintenance?
All are those going to be decided here. So, okay, it could be anything. It could be anything. Yeah.
One simple doubt. As you said, in the IT solution in the RFI, suppose the client has come to Infosys and they have given the IT solution, RFI. Now, in the pre-bid meeting, they will also be one of the players in the market. They can also.
They can because they can. Well, the reason is when the time they release the RFQ, that information will be totally based on the volume. They don't know they don't know who is going to bid what. See, I have given a project budget of, for example, 100 crores. But there is maybe one player will quote it for 75 crores. Then who will get the bid? You got my point? Understood? Who are asking me the question?
I have one doubt. For example, in this complete journey, for example, as you quoted the example of Microsoft Office, okay? So if Microsoft Office is a tool, so in Microsoft Office, I will be choosing Microsoft Word, where I will be working upon while creating the document, okay? So while applying for a license, I'll apply for a Microsoft Office package. Correct. Same like that, in this complete process, what exactly license is?
About the license is what, for example, using a technology. For example, you may be working on a Oracle as a backend. Okay.
Okay.
That means I have to, who is going to bear that? Means if I want to implement it, suppose client says that no, all the part is mine only, means for me it is the costing factor will be different. If then I say that those are your headaches, means my costing will be different, right? That means I'm going to include that costing in the project, right? Implementation. If they say that as an IT company, take care of that, means I will include that costing also into the project. I should, right? Because I am going to buy the portal pricing on some user base. Maybe the 100 users or 20 users or 30 users, whatever it may be. So accordingly, I have to work on it, right?
So basically what I understood with this is this licensing is for the portal or for the tool on which I'll be preparing the software. I'll be coding upon.
Yes.
No, license will be for the users.
Yeah.
How many users are going to be
how many
using
users,
the software?
anything. This is all the commercial part, right? So
Let's say-
all these are going to be get clarification during a pre-bid meeting. Okay.
Sir, here whoever are participating in the they must be ready with their PPT, or after the listening to the clients only. Again, they have some time to prepare this one.
They will have a time. See, after pre-bid meeting, this guy has to come up with what? RFQ, right? They have to come up with a request for quotation. So what is going to have in request quotation? The complete requirements, whatever they want, means what are the complete modules. They clearly mention what they want. And what about the financial requirement of the companies? Means the maybe we asking the last 3 years IT returns or 5 years IT returns, depending upon the size of the project and volume of the project. And then they'll be asking about the expertise. Some companies, some projects will be asking clearly about we need the so-and-so skill set with so-and-so experience. Okay, because they are technologically, they want to have a high-end expertise. So like this, everything will be going to be mentioned, and even they will be giving an expected, what is the expected budget? Means what we call benchmarking kind of thing. They'll give the proposed budget. Maybe they'll be giving the highest, say for example, 100 crore. It doesn't mean that the project is given a budget cost of 100 crore, but the project may go up from where? Maybe 70 or 80 or 85, like that. Again, underquote also will not be allowed. They may ask about underquote also. Okay, but this will not be disclosed. Underquote means suppose someone has quoted 50 crore, but I know that the volume of the project is this much, 50 crore is not possible. If I give someone has quoted 50 crore, if I give the project to him, can he finish the project?
No.
No, right? So, so there will be a underquote projects also. They'll decide that is not going to be disclosed to the competitor, I mean the player. So they will record everything in the RFQ, and what is to be exposed to the market, they'll expose that particular thing in the market, and then the bidding will take place, and then the bidding will take place. So here the bidding will be mostly between 3 weeks. Time will be given to quote for the bid. 3 weeks to quote.
Bidding is also RFQ part, is it?
Based on the RFQ. Okay, based on the RFQ, bidding will take place. Are you clear? Are you following?
So for RFQ here, the client is going to ask all the players that please provide quotation of whatever as per my requirements. Please provide the quotation.
Correct.
And your price. Once they receive the price, once they receive the quotation, then the bidding starts. Whoever provides.
Yeah, then the bidding starts. Right.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Please go on mute. Others, please. Getting very much noise.
Okay. No, whoever is going to answer, those guys only just enable. Rest all you can mute yourself. So here after. Yes,
Sridhar,
yeah.
I believe this process is altogether is somewhat like tendering, right? The tender that we put, like
that's what is tendering. Yeah, tender.